We back at it. Warzone. I don't know. Today I'm just feeling like some Warzone. Um, yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. Real quick, I'm gonna check audio as always. I don't think I'm gonna be playing music in this one, just because of the simple fact that it's like I just really don't have the want to like announce it. Because if like basically later I'm gonna be continuing more of my friggin' what's it called? So let's see. Channel Snizzy Snipin. Yep. All right, what's up, guys? Back at it. We got some Warzone. I thought, like I said, I'd just play some Warzone on stream. Today we're just gonna be focusing more on sniping. I'm gonna make the class real quick in front of you. Then we'll just hop right into it. What? Oh, that's the. Okay, yeah, I knew about that one. Alright, edit loadout. Real quick. Let's see what it attached. Alright, so. Oh, wait, wrong one. We're gonna be modifying this class. We're gonna be using the car and just a pistol. We're gonna be using mono. I know the best stuff for this, I just don't have everything. I've been trying to level this one up. I use FMJ just to do that tiny little bit more damage. We're gonna do a camo just cause, I mean, if I earned it, I might as well just use it. Reticle. I wish I had freaking reticles for this cause I hate this one. I mean, look how bad that reticle is. I mean, yes, technically it's fine, but I would rather at least that one or that one's awesome, that one's fine, that one's okay, that one, you know what, it's all right. Like all of these except that one's probably the worst. Like, or maybe that one. That one's not good. But like, there's only two other ones that I wouldn't use for the sniper. The crosshairs, like people think, oh, crosshairs don't matter. Like, if you're like a trick shotter or don't really use your scope, then I guess yeah, it doesn't really need to be there. Oh no, I don't want it. That just looks ugly. Um, maybe like that, and then I know I just put a bunch of stickers on my gun, but I don't really care. I don't spend much time looking at my gun anyways. Uh, Usually mono suppressors are pretty good, but I think I'm gonna do that. Barrel, extended, tack laser. I'm not gonna be doing a close range with this. Probably the hollow sight, because I would rather use a hollow sight. I may get rid of that. We don't need more than 10 rounds. Perk. Maybe fully loaded. Do I even have? I do. I think a green one looks okay. Remind you, I'm not trying to make this look cool. I'm just putting whatever on for it, the heck of it. Alright, wait, never mind. If we're gonna be using that sticker, I might as well put that there. Alright, that's probably gonna be tempered. It's fine. But yeah, like I said, it's if what's it called? If you're going for like actual sniping, like you're actually trying, then the freaking what's it called? Then it actually matters about your reticle. It doesn't like if you're just doing like a quick scope or no scopes or stuff like that. Like really, it doesn't even matter what your reticle is because you're not really sniping. You're just saying you're sniping. I had a pretty good day, man. I I restarted Naruto. I don't know. I was just getting really. I don't know. I've been feeling like I've had a lack of morals recently, as well as like I think I'm gonna be releasing an apology song for my friends, not for like the internet, because at this point it's like barely anybody from the internet has seen my shit. So yeah, but basically, I've been kind of an asshole to all my friends recently. I'm just either gonna just try harder or make the song or both. That's really about it. Uh, I'm gonna be starting up school soon. That's gonna be exciting. Honestly, I haven't seen people in so long. I'm not sure if the people from school are the people I want to see though. Like, there's some people who, yeah, I want to see their face. Like this friend I have, Noah. Like, friggin', I enjoy hanging out with him so much, as well as David from school. Like, literally, my thing is with that class, like, we had a tech class together, and like, we love to goof around, but the thing is, the work always got done. I almost said the work never not got the work always got done ahead of schedule. Like we were always done. Like it wasn't like we would freaking hang out because we would just spend all the time goofing around. Like we did our fair share of goofing around, but like if I'm being honest, like we never had late work. Because what would happen? Yeah, we would goof around, but if one of us needed help, we would actually help each other since we knew each other. Like, we didn't know each other from real life. If I'm being honest, like, I don't even, we basically became friends because we sat next to each other a long time ago, and then we had another tech class together, so we sat near each other again. And I miss hanging out with those guys, so hopefully I see them in one of my other classes. I usually always have a class with David. I don't know why. Not usually Noah. Noah's usually like I have him in a tech class. Mm, where should I go? You know what? I wanted to try something. There's this little thing that I saw. If you jump off of like somewhere, I think it's on array. If you jump off of like this little thing at the right angle, you're actually able to glide from here to airport like really easy. It's like a really odd angle though, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. But here it goes. And then at airport, I'll stay there for. I fucking hate that about. Okay, we're just going airport. But yeah, basically, I'm excited to go back to school. I don't have too long left. Honestly, I've been kind of bored at home. I mean, if I'm being honest, like, I enjoy getting to do whatever I want and feel free. But the thing is, it's like, I feel like I'm doing nothing. Like, yeah, I'm still, like, I have chores to do, and friggin' my dogs love to make every day a challenge for me. But it's not like I never do anything, but, like, I always feel like I'm just wasting my time. Like mostly with gaming, because if you guys are in the gaming community, the majority of gaming has been stale. Especially on actually no, not a. If you think about if you have money right now on PlayStation, like you aren't gonna be as bored as someone without money because like Rust came to console finally. So honestly, if you had money like that's a game I want to pick up because Rust is one of those games where it's like you put a lot of time into it, but it's more fun because it's like a progressive game. It's almost as if like you're evolving. Well, I guess I'm pretty sure that's what the game's about. Okay, come on. Let's just reload here. Please, please go for him. I dare you. I dare you to go for him. But yeah, I got a PC. I talked my dad into it. Basically, I did a job for him, for his work, and Okay, I really want to hit this snipe. It's not hard, it's just challenging because I can't really see my bullet with this reticle. They're walking around me. Are you kidding me? I actually hit someone? But like, I talked him into it. Like, well, I was like, Dad, honestly, the whole idea isn't to like get me a freaking like really expensive gaming rig. Cause like, yeah, that would be nice. But if I'm being honest, like, all I want is just to be able to have fun with friends. I'm not looking to be no pro gamer. You know, playing every single game on Ultra HD settings with like the freaking best stuff. No, my whole point of getting one was I just wanted to be able to play at a decent frame rate with my friends. And what I think I've gotten will do that. Um, Not on its own. I definitely gotta put some money towards some upgrades, but I am really happy with what I got. Basically, uh, I got 40 bucks for doing the job, and my dad wasn't gonna give me any more, which I was fine with. I was either thinking of just finding one that fit my budget or just working more just to get a better, like one that I would actually want. And then basically after talking it over with him of like how the PC would be set up, because he thought I was meaning like I'm buying every single component that's supposed to be perfect for that much. And then once I told him that, I'm like, no, basically the idea is take like an old PC that people are just get like putting away because they either got something better or they're just looking for some money. You basically find a cheaper computer that has like decent-ish components in it, and then you put in a graphics card that's compatible that does the job. And then that's basically all you have to do. And then there's upgrades you can do down the line. Now, I have some concerns. I definitely, before I even boot up the system, I'm gonna check a couple things. Because I want to make sure that it doesn't have like a couple things like friggin' AI. I want to make sure that there's no like scams, of course. I want to make sure it's an i5, so I will turn it on because I don't have thermal paste lying around, so I'm not going to be like opening everything, but I will be cleaning it before I turn it on just in case, because if it's like a grandma PC, like, grandma was just getting rid of her old computer and she needed a couple extra bucks, like, then I won't be as scared, but I mean, obviously, you want to clean it first. And then, second, like, on the list, I need to make sure that it doesn't have, like, any viruses or any, like, what's it called? Or any like dark web shit on there or any previous user thing. Like really all I want to do is make sure that it's like I don't have anything from a previous owner and that's why they got rid of it. Now, I'm not really thinking that it's gonna be that way just because of the fact that it's like it wasn't cheap and for what it is like it's a good deal. It's not like I scammed anyone because really it's very fairly priced. Honestly, it's a little too much for its ballpark, but it's perfect. And honestly, like all I want is something that plays it like games that I normally play, maybe at like a higher friggin' what's it called? A higher frame rate than my PS4, and that's really all I want. Because I don't need your freaking 2000 FPS on like freaking Minecraft Ultra HD. Like most games, even if I have to run them at low graphics settings, I don't really care as long as the game kind of feels and looks the same. Because that's all that matters to me is it's like if I get to game with the homies and it's literally like not even bad, that's where I'm fine. So yeah, that's I'm excited. I'm gonna be oh my god. Sorry. I'm gonna be looking in the ballpark for I'm not gonna go cheap on the graphics card. I definitely want to look like I may buy a cheaper one just to start out so that way, I'm not like having to solely game off of it, cuz it's like I think it was like an i5 2400, which isn't bad. I mean, for what I paid for it, it's actually perfect. And then it only has 4 gigs of RAM, which honestly not even that bad if I'm being honest. Like when you look at it, it's 4 gigs. I mean, it's not gonna get you very many places, but if like it's not a hard upgrade. Like usually RAM's the cheapest thing you can upgrade. So, okay, how did not a single one of those hit? Like, I mean, a couple hit his motorcycle, but none actually hit him. Oh, this is my time. Does like the freaking? Are you kidding me? Okay, the whole point I liked the car was because I thought it had a really high bullet drop, or like, I thought it had realistic bullet drop. This thing shoots like a freaking straight beam. That's why I'm missing my shots. I'm over anticipating. I think it's gonna drop off earlier than it does. And that's why I'm aiming so much higher, is because I think it's gonna drop off. So all I gotta remember is if I'm aiming above them, chances are I'm kinda aiming wrong. Okay, well, like right there, that's not a good example of no bullet drop, because I mean, literally, that was like 15 yards, maybe. I don't know. It wasn't really bullet drop, but yeah, I'm excited to get my computer, man. Like I've been wanting to computer game for so long, and the fact that my parents were so nice and were like, you know what, we talked it over. As long as you're not like friggin', you've been doing good in your school and stuff. You know what? We'll meet you halfway and get you the rest. Cause it was $80. I had 40. Honestly, I'm just happy that they did that. Cause all I was looking for was if they did decide, I was hoping like maybe $20 for like the rest of the work I did this week. But yeah, that was nice of them. Besides, now I don't have to friggin' do a whole like that's one of the things I hate is like basically the reason why I didn't like having to print stuff for my mom or help her with it was because I had to turn on that old computer. And that was literally my main problem was like I didn't mind doing or helping her with it. It was just that old computer was like the death of me. I'm not even kidding you. It was horrible. Like it doesn't even connect to internet on its own. Like I mean, not everything has to do that. But like, it really, oh my god, it really makes the whole job easier when. But I don't know. I'm just excited for it. That camping trip's gonna be fun. I know I keep talking about it, but the more I think of it, it's just every single time I think of it, it just makes me so excited. Like, dude, I literally am gonna be camping with my friends. Now, luckily there was a backup thing where I'm like, uh, what's it called? Here, let me use my far let me use my MP7 just because like if I'm being honest, I can kill everyone here. I just need to, be fine. Like I need a gun that's worth it. But basically Ryan and Zach's mom already accounted for the fact that Ryan may bring Jean, and luckily she's already managed a solution for that. If he does bring Jean, all we have to do is call her and she'll get us out there. What's it called? So I'm excited for that. I hope we have fun, and I really don't want to abandon like Olivia, Lily, and if that, because honestly, if like she does come and the boys are like, you know what, yeah, we would rather just go. I'd rather just go with Jen if I'm being honest, because I wouldn't even have fun if Jean was there, because literally, that sounds like death. Honestly, I'm not even kidding you. Like Jean, if I had to describe her, it is like a little kid. Oh wait, this is the SPR. I don't know how this gun works as well as I was getting double teamed. But basically she is so whiny all the time. And then when she's not whiny, she's just complaining. Actually no, that would be the same as whining. But like that's literally her entire act. Like that's why I don't like being around her is cuz she's a full-grown woman and she acts like a little girl. She has a daughter. Like I'm sorry. Like and it just and last time we weren't even camping, but like last time she was at a bigger event, she lit. Okay, what? Okay, maybe if I. Yeah, yeah, literally that's why people like the car, because you don't have to aim. All you have to do is look in their general vicinity and you're fine. Okay, what is that? The 50 cal is not very strong? Question mark? Oh my god. It's a freaking 50. Okay, the long shot I've been wanting. Also, by the way, the game's lagging horribly. I'm not trying to like use that as an excuse, but I'm saying like sorry. But basically the last time she was at a gathering, literally actually, you know what? I'm the last time she was in like a camper. Okay, cuz we're going in a camper. I like a tent more, but you know, some people, I mean, like they just don't want to use a tent. That's fine. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter that much. Although tent camping's a lot cooler. But basically, like last time she was at a camper, like in a camper at a family meeting. Literally, okay, so this was how it went. She literally slept like for freaking hours after everybody was already up. We were already partying. And then she got mad because it was like 12 in the afternoon or like 1 in the afternoon. And she got mad because we woke her up. Like, dude, okay, I'm sorry. You cannot say that. Alright, though, in my opinion, there's a window. Okay? I say if it hits 10, it starts becoming more fair game. Now, before then, iffy. Okay, you can be dramatic about it, you know, it's there's things to it, but like really I understand some days you have those days where it's like you just cannot go to bed, but she literally took naps multiple times while we were there, on top of the fact that she didn't do anything that entire day. She didn't even dance when there was music. Literally, all she did was sit in different chairs. And that's like a friggin' 20 feet walk. Oh, I'm sorry, never mind. She did do something all day. You wanna know what it was? Complaining. Like, I'm sorry. Friggin'. When you look at my mom, even though she has to work harder to do the same job, like she still works really hard every day, and she even works like wakes up real early and goes to bed decently like late. just because she wants, like, it literally, my mom wakes up with my dad, so my dad's more encouraged to go to work because, she wants to help him. But, like, freaking, what's it called? Gene doesn't do that. Like, I'm sorry, freaking. And another thing is, you want to know something? Like, okay, my mom may not be the healthiest, but at least she's been trying. She's been wanting to go take walks. She's been wanting to, like, go get, like, healthier foods in the house instead of eating out all the time. But the problem is, Jean, literally, and she even said this, like, she says, "Oh yeah, even though I make my little girl eat greens, like I don't like them, so I'm not gonna eat them. As well as I'm not gonna work out, or like I'm not even gonna do anything healthy." Like that's literally how she said it. I mean, I wasn't there, but like my mom was like, yeah, she literally said that she needs nothing but junk. Like, I'm sorry, if you're gonna make your kid do that, like obviously, yeah, it's good to make your kid eat greens, but it's a lot better to encourage them to eat it if you go alongside them, man. As well as what's the harm in doing it with them? They're greens, they're good for you. Like, if you're not even gonna eat greens because you don't like them and you're an adult and stuff, like, why don't you at least get some exercise? I'm not even kidding you. Jean doesn't like nothing. Like, her job, I think she goes like once maybe every couple weeks. I don't know how they keep her around. Maybe that's why they pay her just to not be around them. But, like, literally, and then when she's at home, I don't even know if she feeds her own kid. Because her kid's like friggin', I don't know, maybe 6. I don't keep track of that because it's her job. But basically, like, literally, her kid is young enough where it's like she doesn't really know how to feed herself. The most she knows is like grab a bag of chips or something and eat if she's really hungry. But like, that's because she's a younger kid. She's not supposed to be like making the meals for herself. I mean, she could if she really wanted to, but it's like really it's more of like if your mom's going to be at home, like either you do it with her or she teaches you. Now, Jean doesn't teach her anything. But literally like Jean will stuff her face full like an entire bag of chips but won't even grab her daughter something. Like that, and that's why I say that I don't think that she like helps make food for her, or at least healthy food. I feel like the most that friggin' Gene will do is like just go friggin' order McDonald's and call it a day. Which is like at least yeah, you're feeding her, but it's not good to always feed her junk food, man. Like even though I eat a decent amount of junk food, it's like I still exercise every single day because I want to make sure that I'm at least doing something good for my body afterwards. Because if, like, even the freaking, like, certain really buff people's diets, they eat a ton of food. Like, there's a decent amount of food that they eat. That's not even good. But literally, even though they do that, it's because they have such a brutal workout that it literally makes it where they have to eat like 8 meals a day just to stay like on level with like how many calories they're burning. But that's a good thing, You're working out so much that it doesn't matter that you're not eating the best. Actually, no, they are eating really good because technically you need a lot of calories. And, like, even though that they eat a lot of not healthy stuff still, it's like they're friggin' what's it called? It's all like homemade stuff or like stuff that they cooked because freaking if you just order from a place, their freaking like nutrition facts are horrible. Like if like, that's why I kind of hate it. It's like literally they could just fake a fact. Like they could just make a freaking burger with like nothing on it and be like, "Oh yeah, these are the calories, man." Like doesn't even have a bun. All right, but it still has the burger, so these are the calories. Oh yeah, the Jean is just not a great mother. She honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, she acts like a child. Like she complains a lot, she whines a lot. She freaking makes horrible jokes that people are supposedly supposed to laugh at. Like honestly, I've seen freaking kindergartners who are more mature than she is. So yeah. Um, but yeah, so I'm just, after saying all that, I'm just really, really glad that at least I have an escape route if things turn sour. Because really, it's like, okay, what was that? I think after this match, I'm gonna hop off because I'm really kind of tired. As well as I want to watch more Naruto, and I think I might even just do some Minecraft building. Like, honestly, that just sounds like a great night to me. I wish that there was like a night, like it's like freaking, that's one of the reasons I can't wait to go back to school, is it's like literally you never really get the full effect of a Saturday or a Friday if what's it called? If you don't have anything else that you're doing on that Friday or Saturday. Like it's like freaking saying, "Yeah, I'm going to enjoy myself even though you've had the rest of the week off already." Like, I'm sorry, that I feel like when you work hard on a Friday, like that night is just so much better than all the rest because you worked for your Friday. And then like, and when I classify worked, I mean like friggin' your feet physically ache when you take those socks off. You know that they were super sweaty, but when you take them off, it feels so freaking good. Like, you just kick your feet up, your friggin' legs are aching, you know. You crack open a nice cold soda that you put in the fridge earlier that morning. You turn on the TV, play some games with friends, man. Oh man, look at my sniping skills, guys. Oh man, I am underappreciated for my sniping skills. I think my pull up time needs to be a little bit faster, but not bad. And also, it's not hard scoping if you don't have an enemy in your peripherals, in my opinion. Like, how can you hard scope if you don't know anybody's actually wait? It depends. I feel like hard scoping is kind of a loose term. Honestly, I feel like hard scoping is for trick shots, no, it's not good. And sometimes it's good to be able to pull off those quick shots, but I feel like hard scoping in a way has its perks because it feels more satisfactory when you know you're going to hit your shot. Like you can literally take an hour to line up a shot and then you frickin' once you shoot it, you just wait. You literally pull up your gun, no need to watch it. You know it's gonna hit them, and then you miss. I'm just kidding though. Then you hit that friggin' satisfactory shield crack, and then you have to line up your shot again, and you kill them. But that first shot was so satisfactory that made up for it. Okay, like the it seems like sometimes games can be the most satisfying things. Why? Oh my god. I wish that there was actually spawn, like friggin' invincibility or something. Like, I know that in my streams I've killed people midair sometimes. And if I'm being completely honest, I mean, like, I don't like doing it, but I only do it because I feel like if I don't do it, somebody's gonna do it to me. And honestly, most times I just want to get damage off on people so that way when I'm actually battling, it's like, I don't have any, what's it called? Shields. But, like, it's, oh my god! I saw him creeping in, I just didn't have the time to Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is it's like I feel like sometimes games can sometimes be a little bit more satisfactory. Although shooting a real gun has its perks. Like I feel like shooting in a video game has its perks, especially for a moving target. But if you've ever like gone to the range and you shoot your freaking bolt action whatever you want, like friggin' you line up your shot and you hit that target, there's a certain feeling that comes from shooting a gun, okay? Like, when people say the thrill of the hunt, I didn't really know what they meant until you shoot a gun, because you just feel that adrenaline. Even though you know that it doesn't really matter whether or not you hit this target, it's so freaking good to hit it, because it's like, yeah, if that was actually something I needed to kill, it would have died. Like, that's the kind of, like, friggin' That's why my dad is excited if I go hunting, because my accuracy when I freaking, what's it called? When I went to the range, he said that it was actually like unbelievable, like some of the shots I was hitting. Like, literally, the fact that I could hit a freaking target, like, what's it called? I think it was 100 yards away with freaking iron sights. Like, and that wasn't even like good iron sights where you have like the friggin' hooks with the little line where it's kind of like makeshift reticles. It was like the friggin' I think the AR-15 iron sights where you just have like friggin' Picatinny rails you're aiming of. Like right there. That's when you don't want a hard scope. But the thing is, it takes too long to friggin' quick scope with the car. Like, people say the SPR is good. I used to use the SPR in, I think, Season 6. What's it called? Before Cold War. But the thing was, it just dropped off massively for a while, and so I haven't gone back. Ouch. Well, yeah, it's, it's those days that, like, you freaking, I don't know. I love, like, I love when you like I don't know, it seems like when you have your time restricted when you're playing video games is some of the best time ever. That's why like even though my parents are extending my bedtime to like 10 since I'm gonna be in high school, I may even still just go to bed like at 9 since all my friends are still gonna be going to bed around that time. But like that's because it's just so much better when you get those times where you get to stay up, like on the Fridays and the Saturdays. I don't know if your guys' parents did that, where it's like if you don't have school the next day, like you're allowed to do whatever you want that night. Like, you know, you get to stay up, have some fun. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am freaking Jackie Chan over here. Look at me. Alright, come on. Peek, 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 peek. Are you kidding me? I thought he went back for a second. He probably did, but he probably turned around and jumped. Like, you guys gotta be honest. Some of your best times playing games have been during, like, work or school. Well, not like during, but I mean, like, when you have to go to work or have to go to school earlier that day or later, or no, probably earlier. Like that time that you get that's like it's your free time and you get like you hop on, your friends are all on, everybody's playing like, you know, your guys' favorite game. You know, you're all just having a fun old time. It doesn't matter how many headshots you pull off or how many quick scopes you do. At the end of the day, everybody knows you're the best. No, but like seriously, it's a feeling that I don't think you could replicate. Like it's like a memory. Like that's one of the appeals I have to gaming. Is it's like whenever I play, it just friggin' it's awesome. Like it's something that you like I said can't just replicate even if you wanted to. 'Cause like the feeling of hopping on and the warm welcome of all of your friends, you all talk about your days, and then you just freaking like ugh. Like back when Darkcraft was a thing, like that's I was happy. Like dude, we friggin' even though back then I wasn't as good at Minecraft as I am now, that's what kind of made the game fun. Like I think Minecraft's dropping off for me because I'm decent. Like the only thing that's really keeping me is PvP. And then I'm sure soon I'm gonna get back into like really good builds because I kind of miss having buildings I was proud of. Like literally, my friends at first thought I was just pulling their leg about me being good at building, but like I showed them some of my builds and they're like, "Dang!" And then they were like, still a little iffy. Like, okay, they're subpar, but you know, it's all right. But then like I literally one time I showed them like friggin' what's it called? They were I can't think of it. Basically what happened was they we were all in a server to get well not a server. It was like a my friend's little world. We were playing on it and they had noticed that I just spent like an entire week of like well school week so like 5 days building this house. And at the end, they were all like, "Oh, it actually looks pretty good. I like it." I tore it down because I told them I thought it didn't really look that nice. Because I'm sorry, it. My thing is, if I'm gonna build something that I'm gonna be living in for a while, I want it to be something I'm proud of. Something that when I come home to it, even though it's just a freaking virtual thing, when I come home to it, I want to freaking love it. Okay, I want to come home being proud. I want to take a couple extra moments that we really need to go to bed so we can fight the Ender Dragon. I want to just sit right in front of my door and just look at how freaking awesome my house is. That's why I tore it down and I didn't build another house because soon after the world got corrupted. But for that little time that I still freaking, what's it called? That little time where I was like, what? I'm sorry, I can't think of it. That little time where I was like, what's it called? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to keep saying what's it called. Where I freaking showed my friends that I'm not bad at the game and I'm actually pretty good. Like that was like a time that I'll remember. Like, dude, when I showed my friends like I actually freaking sorry, I'm just looking at some stuff. Where like all my friends, even though they probably didn't even care about what I did, even though I showed them like I, I don't know, it's just a thing is it's like it felt so good for once to be like so good at something that when I did it wrong, I wasn't just like, whatever. I was like, you know what, this is wrong. I need to fix this. This is disgusting. Like that made me happy. Like that I could literally look back on it and be like, you know what? I friggin' that was garbage. I need to redo that. Like that's good 'cause like that shows that I actually cared about what I was doing, not like, oh, whatever, it got done. 'Cause literally, okay, so on this world, what happened was like I basically mined a like really really huge square down to bedrock. Or no, I kept it a couple blocks above just so I didn't have to deal with the bedrock. But friggin' dug down and I was trying to turn it into a bunker. That was the whole point of it. I wanted it to be like a hotel slash bunker thing, but I never got around to finishing it. My problem was is just it was such a big project, and what I was trying to do was just really annoying. Like I tried to make really far down. I was trying to get like my crops down there, and then another layer would be like extra rooms, then another level would have been armor. But there was just so many floors that would have been in it to the point where it's like I couldn't do it. Then even if I made it just like a lot less floors, but like really big floors, it just wouldn't have looked good. And then I sold it for I think it was like no, not 100 diamonds. I think I just freaking ended up giving it to Delos because I really, at that point, I couldn't be bothered to finish it. Like, I was just so freaking done with it that I was like, you know what? Because I tried hosting a game for it. Like, I was trying to get a game together, but nobody wanted to. Like, literally, I told them, like, I was like, dude, you know, literally, you know what? Just use your own mind. I was telling him like you can legitimately, if you wanted, like you can go find diamonds right now and friggin' do whatever you want. Thanks for chatting, by the way. I want to check that out. Like you could find diamonds, but they cannot be pre-mined. You didn't ask me. Actually, yes, I did. Uh, I made it very clear. Like, dude, I made sure that I reached the invitation to everyone. You knew about it, just everybody didn't do it. That's why I ended up just buckling. I'll play one more match, by the way. Uh, yeah, that's really about it. Is it's like, and then that what's it called? After I did that, there was a hill right next to it. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I'm trying to think of why you didn't do it. I know, okay, it was like Jackson didn't want to do it because he said his stuff wasn't good enough. Even though I literally helped him grind for full netherite so he would stop bitching and actually do it. And so he never did it. And then, what's it called? Delos was also not helping my case by saying like, oh no, you know, nobody's gonna beat me in this. Like, I'm just gonna freaking come up with the best thing and it really his strategy wasn't even that good. Like he told me what his strategy was, and I already knew about the diamond strategy. This was back when I made the bar, by the way, Sam. This was like what's it called? Uh, when I made the karaoke bar that nobody even went into. I am not gonna be able to snipe from this far. No way, no how. Now it's like that's the one thing I hate about Warzone sniping is it's like it seems like for some odd reason long range sniping isn't even a thing. Cause like pre-ground, yeah, it definitely was pre-grounding. Cause this was like right in the beginning of the school year, if not like summer, like end of summer. But yeah, this is definitely pre-grounding. Oh my god, my game. Uh, yeah, and then there was a hill right next to my bunker, and the whole point of me selling it was because I was gonna move out, and honestly, I couldn't be bothered to get rid of stuff. Really, the whole selling point of the base was me like, oh yeah, you know, you get to keep whatever's inside. Really, there's nothing inside. I just wanted to get a selling point to it to like give an incentive of why people would want it. I mean, the incentive worked because Jackson was actually upset that he wasn't gonna get it. I actually shot him that time. Like, I'm not even bullshitting you. I literally aimed down and hit him in his ass cheek and it did nothing. I don't know, maybe his hitbox is like everybody else's, so even though I hit him in the ass crack. Oh, you've gotta be shitting me. Don't tell me that I have to like, okay, there is no ladder. Well, you can have your high ground. I don't need it. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed that world. It's just I kind of was happy that it got corrupted. Like, not because I didn't enjoy the memories on it. It's just I felt like it seems like every time everyone gets stacked, we don't ever do anything new after that. It's like we get stacked and then that's it. We basically just like we have all of our buildings practically, or we make our house really late. And then like really there's no freaking point after a certain like, and I know you too, beat ups can understand what I'm saying. Is it's like really there's just a certain point where like it seems like every world we do just gets completely boring. I wish there was like a freaking I wish there was like a Darkcraft where we all decided like after everybody got set up and got to that point, we all had to then abandon everything and move to a different area. Like as like cuz I feel like that would make it last longer cuz then we'd actually have like, you know, a reason for continuing playing. Yeah, no, there's no getting out of that with my guns. But yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Is I feel like really all we need is something that makes our freaking game take longer. So that way, because it's like, I don't get bored of Minecraft. I get bored of playing the same survival world. Like, that's why I quit a lot of my survival worlds. Mostly solo survival worlds, because, like, really, when they're solo, I get so freaking bored, because it's like, obviously, one, it's solo. Two, it's like, once you get your diamond, then your netherite, and then all of your enchantments, like after you get that, the game kind of gets stale because like you're not fighting anyone. There's no higher power that you're thrown over. It's just you living. And I think that's why we as humanity kind of, you know, wouldn't ever be able to last without like government stuff is because it's like, well, if there's no war, nothing, then and there's no real reason to kill someone because there's nobody telling us we can't, then, well, we're bored. All we have to do is live then. And there's shortages, but I mean, I don't really care about my neighbors. So, like, yeah, basically, I'm just gonna go kill. Like, that's literally how it seems like how humanity would grow, and that's why Minecraft really shows through on that. Like, oh my god, I have no idea how I killed him there. There's no way I hit that shot, but whatever. Come on, peek your head, peek your head, peek your head. You want to. Oh yeah. I only need 2 bullets. Every murderer is a rebellious young boy who doesn't believe in rules. Yeah, see that? I thought that I killed that guy. Oh my gosh. I literally, that's the problem with a scope, man. Literally, I could be aiming in on someone and I wouldn't even see anybody. Honestly, right now, after Sam's statement, I'm just gonna say it. If you're a school shooter, you're a pussy. You're a pussy bitch. You don't know fucking anything. Like, what's even the point? Like, if you're even thinking about it, man, like, you're a pussy. I'm just gonna say it right now. Like, you can be your sexist little friggin' little baby who's like, oh, we shouldn't use words like pussy. That really makes people sad. And honestly, it's making other genders feel sad. Like, I mean, you're allowed to feel upset by it. But, like, you tell me you've never called anybody a pussy. Good night, stayed up way too late. Yeah, no, you go to bed, Sam. Good night. But like, let's be honest. If you're a freaking someone who decides to be a school shooter, like, don't. Honestly, it's you're a pussy if you do. Like, honestly, like people may be like, oh yeah, but killing people is like, oh, it's sexy or some shit. I don't even know. Like, fucking, if you do it, you're dumb. I hate it because it's like, oh my god. And the reason why people wouldn't be like, "Oh, you're calling it pussy, that's mean," is because it's like, dude, honestly, anybody who like knows what a school shooter is would agree, like, oh yeah, if you're a school shooter, you're a pussy. Because let's be literally look at it. Like, literally, there's no point in it. Honestly, if you do that, like, you're kind of gay, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know. I just don't do it, man. It's stupid. You're ruining young lives. Anybody who survives is gonna be scarred for life. Like honestly, don't do it. Honestly, that's the final thing. That's all I'm gonna say is just if you decide to or ever have been like you're a pussy, just be a man. Do what everybody else does and just shut up and live one day at a time. If you literally can't find anything else to do, I just do like community service or some shit, alright? Don't be a fucking idiot and do that, okay? You're ruining people's lives. Like, just don't do that. So, that's all I'm gonna finish. So now, off of that topic, I'm just gonna share like a story then. You know what? Story time with Crimson. So, actually, I'm just gonna talk about Naruto. So, honestly, I haven't seen anything past like the base Naruto. Like I haven't seen any of Shippuden. I really want to though. I'm like right now I'm currently talking to my friends asking like where I could find Shippuden because like honestly I feel like I'm saying Shippuden wrong. I mean wrong. But like I've seen so many freaking things from that one and it looks badass. Like it seems like after freaking the original Naruto, it goes a lot faster. Because in the original, there's a ton of filler. Now I watched all of it because like there's websites that tell you like what you can skip if you really don't need to know the story. But and then there's ones where it's like if you want to stay somewhat connected with some of the jokes and stuff, here's what you need to watch. But like I watched everything because, in my opinion, I think it's just better to watch everything. I really enjoyed it. In my opinion, if you haven't watched it, you should. I took myself. See, I used to not like watching anime. After watching Naruto, it definitely changed me around. Because honestly, I enjoy it. It's like freaking. I don't even know how to describe it, man. It's really enjoyable. It feels like I'm watching a play for some reason. I don't know why I describe it like that, but it really does feel like I'm watching a play whenever I do. Um, but if you decide to watch Naruto, I definitely just recommend like just push yourself past like the first season. Like obviously watch it because otherwise nothing's gonna make sense. There's gonna be a decent amount of cringy times where it's like you see way too many flashbacks and stuff. Just get through it and trust me, you're gonna enjoy it, man. It is honestly like it's changing. That's all I'm gonna say. Is it's like literally after you watch like the first season, you're not gonna want to stop until it's all the way over. Like even though there's like 700 something episodes, I've already watched like 300. I think the majority is in Shippuden. The original only has like three to friggin' I don't know. Somebody's done the math, but it has like a 9 seasons for the original and then a bunch more for the Shippuden. They make such a good freaking story, and I personally enjoy it. Now, my family's always been sort of about like ninjas. When my dad was really young, him and his buddies would always buy like actual, like genuine ninja gear and would try to use it. Although they were kind of pudgy, so they didn't really know. Like, I'm pudgy, but like, I'm working off. Like, I'm not even kidding you guys. My abs are actually coming in. Like, I literally earlier today, basically, I freaking tried to grab my belly and I couldn't. And then like my freaking abs are like really coming in, so I'm happy. But and I kind of owe that to Naruto because after watching it, I kind of got inspired to start working out, and it's been one of the better changes to my life. Because instead of just being like I was, where I was just every day I would eat like, the unhealthy meals I would, because I would eat like tons of snacks each day and then like a bunch of unhealthy meals. Like I'd put globs of peanut butter on a sandwich, and then like I wouldn't have any fruit, and then I'd have a ton of chips on my plate. Now I eat like I still eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I make it a lot more healthy, and then I also eat a bunch of fruits and vegetables, and I don't eat as much in the day, and I work out. So like it honestly baseline, I would watch Naruto. It is a beautiful thing. You have to have sort of an imagination if you want to watch it. I like it a lot more than Dragon Ball Z, in my opinion, because it doesn't really focus around like your aliens, even though it does have some galaxy stuff eventually. Now, there's a couple parts in it that it's just like it's really long and honestly doesn't really affect the story much. But like, if you get past some of those long parts, the story is so good and like from what I've seen in Shippuden, uh, literally it is like an eye tear. Like I feel like after I watch Shippuden, I think some part through I may cry. Cause like it's really good. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say if it's a good story. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the stream, thank you. Car 98K for all of you. It's a really good sniper. Although, if you're like freaking a lot of those sweaty Call of Duty players, you're not gonna want the car because it's too slow. You'd probably want more like the SPR or maybe like an assault rifle like most of you plebs. Like what's even the point? Like even if you use like a Type 63 or DMR, I would accept that. But why do you use an AR for long range? Like that just doesn't even make sense. And then some of you just try finding the fastest firing sniper rifle and just say that you're a pro because you can quickscope. It's like, in my opinion, a pro sniper qualifies as someone who can still he can line up a shot, but he can also pull off your tricks. Okay, I'm not saying that trick shotting or even doing tricks with a sniper takes no skill because it does take a little bit of practice. But when you line up your shots like you would, like honestly, they kind of made Warzone kind of bad by changing this because that's one of the things I liked about Warzone was how realistic the bullet drop was. Like you're freaking instead of it being like, oh yeah, your really heavy round has like no gravitational pull, like in some games, Fortnite, your freaking gun had like freaking bullet drop like you would in real life, so that the reticle actually made sense. Like you'd have your distance lines So like, every so and so meters, like 100 or something or 200, you'd have one line, or 150 one line. You have 250 or 200 another line. Like basically the lines that show you like if they're this far away, you line it up on this line and then that's how you do it. Like where did the freaking like try part of it have to go? So that's all I'm gonna say, guys. That's like that kind of ruins snipers, which kind of ruins the game for me. Cause it's like nowadays it seems like just friggin' pull up with a Mac 10 and a like what's it called? A Mac 10, and I think I heard that the M13's coming back. No, it wasn't the M13. No, it was the M13 because my friend was like, "Oh, the Kilo's coming back." Like, no way, that's used to. Yeah, no, it was the M13. You just have to have a high, decent enough level. Honestly, I gotta be like happy with myself. There's no like I've done a ton of freaking weapon levels for everything, even though I barely use like any of these guns. Like the QBZ, disgusting. The Groza, a little less disgusting. Oh wait, like also don't go to Google for your freaking like you can go to Google for your attachments to, but don't go for your guns. I would recommend just look up on YouTube for your gun loadouts because honestly, YouTube, I mean Google seems to say because literally they said that a grenade launcher was the best gun in the game. That's false. What was it that they said? I think they said it wasn't the M79. There was I think like a I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys. I gotta end stream. I need to go work out and then watch more Naruto. So yeah, good night.